So, do you want to tell them what we're making?
Spaghetti!
We're making extra special baked spaghetti. Ooh. And so what we have done so far is we have our 2 pounds of hamburger. We have added 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, 4 cloves of garlic. We minced it. And 1 teaspoon of onion powder. We cooked it, we drained it, and now we're going to add in our stuff to make our sauce. If you don't want to make a homemade sauce, you don't have to. You can use a canned sauce, but we are going to make our own sauce. So what you'll need for the sauce is you will need 3 8-ounce jars of tomato sauce. Pour it.
And make sure you do not drop it.
Yep. All right. And then we have 1 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes with garlic. Good job. And then we have 1 14.5-ounce jar, something like that, can of diced tomatoes with sweet onion. And since Asher doesn't like the big chunks of tomatoes, what I did was I just took this can of tomatoes and I actually pureed it so there weren't any chunks. So if your kid's picky too and they don't like the chunks of tomato but they like tomato sauce, that's a little trick we do sometimes to still get the good flavor of the diced tomatoes that come with the onions or garlic in them. All right, so we're going to give this a good stir, and we're going to add in our spices. The spices that we're going to add in here are 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. We have a half teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper,
and the sauce comes out really fast.
Yeah, and a teaspoon of sugar. So what the sugar does, you can pour it, just make sure over that. What the sugar does is it cuts some of the acidity in the tomato sauce. I believe we talked about this last time we made spaghetti. This is a similar sauce. You can use 1 pound sausage and 1 pound hamburger if you want to. We do that sometimes and it's also delicious. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and let this cook on medium while we go and make our cheese layer. Ready to make the cheesy layer? Alright, now we're going to make the yummy cheesy layer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you'll need for the yummy cheesy layer is 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1/3 cup of sour cream. We have 1 teaspoon of garlic and 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. And here we have 2 cups of shredded cheese. We are going to only use 1 cup of this in the cheese mixture and save the rest for the top. Alright.
Let's do cream cheese first.
Cream cheese first. And you'll want all of this to be room temperature. That way it's easier to mix. If it is cold, that's fine. You'll just need to use a mixer instead of a spoon. Do you want me to help you open it?
Now that is messy.
Yeah, got a little soft, which is good. That'll make it easy to mix. That yummy cream cheese in there. All right, sour cream next. Hold it tight. Okay, take that. Put the seasoning. Oh, uh-oh.
See, that's on accident.
I know, it's okay. We'll get a little bit more Italian seasoning. Ooh, bless you. You ready for the cheese?
That was an accident too.
Yeah, I know. All right, now we're going to put in the ricotta. Just dump the whole thing. We might need to use the spoon. Oh, nope, it came out. Got it. All right, and then we need half of this, so I'm going to pour the half in. That way we don't accidentally have all of it in there.
That looks like it's too much cheese.
I don't think so. It's going to be just the right amount of cheese. Please. All right, so now we're going to mix this up until it's nice and mixed. And then we will go back to our spaghetti sauce.
It looks yummy already.
Yeah, it smells pretty yummy too.
Yeah, it does.
Now that our cheese mixture is done, we are going to go back and check on our sauce. Our sauce should be just done enough so we can start mixing. Yeah. Okay, so while our sauce was cooking, we went ahead and cooked our pasta as well. We had 2 pounds of pasta that we cooked. If you're making this for less people, or if you're not wanting to make as much, you can certainly cut the recipe in half and use 1 pound of meat and then do half of the
so much. And
1
this
can
one,
of tomatoes and then 2 of the small cans of tomato sauce, and then you would cut the cheese filling in half as well. But we cooked our noodles, we drained them, and we mixed in all of our meat sauce. And now we have 2 pans because we made a lot. And we preheated our oven to 400 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these little butter slices over here. We have a whole stick of butter, and what we did was we cut it into little slices. So you can set it down. Set it down, please. And we are just going to lay them in a layer along the bottom of the pan. And you'll want to reserve half of them because you're going to do this twice. So you only want to use half of them along the bottom of the pan. And you'll want to keep these butter slices nice and cold because otherwise they'll get stuck together again. Okay, we just need 1 more over here.
I can't get a piece of both.
You put it right here. Alright, and then 1 more right here. And then we'll save the rest for later.
Now what do we do?
Okay. Now we're going to put some spaghetti in the pan. So we're going to fill our pans halfway with the spaghetti and meat sauce mixture.
Why is there butter in there?
Because it just makes it so good.
No.
Look at this spaghetti.
That's the greatest spaghetti spoon because it is big and it has more of the gallons of spaghetti.
Yeah, this is a good spoon to use when scooping spaghetti because it actually grabs the pasta instead of letting it all flop right back out into the pan. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to spread a layer evenly. And it doesn't spread super easy, so you'll have to very gently spread it. Now it's time for more butter. More butter. So we're going to try and evenly spread it out.
Where?
On top.
Look. gross.
It's gonna be delicious, I promise. Here, let's scoot that one a little further away because we don't have as many. Top, just put it in the middle. That's good. And then our final layer of spaghetti. Looks so good. Ooh, I'm making a mess. You cleaning up my mess for me? Thank you. You want to start sprinkling the cheese on? All right, go ahead and sprinkle. Now we are going to bake this for 30 minutes and then we'll be ready to eat. I know. We'll have a snack while we wait, okay? Yeah. All right. We'll be back to show you how it looks when it's done. Our baked spaghetti is nice and baked. As you can see, the top is nice and golden brown. And it only took ours 20 minutes since everything was already pretty warm and room temperature. If you're dealing with the cold filling and your sauce and pasta is at room temperature, then you'll probably want to go the full 30 minutes. But are you ready to get some on your plate? Yeah?
I've been waiting for a long time to eat.
Yeah. You already had a snack of spaghetti while you waited. Was that a secret? Ooh, look at that. Got a nice layer of cheese in there. Well, we hope that you guys...
See you next video. Bye.
He's ready to eat. We hope you enjoyed the video and that you guys enjoyed this spaghetti as much as we do. And we'll see you next time.